ourselves at the foot of the Rockies, Denver, Colorado, for this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Arizona Cardinals and the Denver Broncos. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. Taken at the goal line. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. Now a first carry for Melvin Gordon. And right away, they're going to stack him up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now. Now it's Fields. Flush to his right. And looking for Andrews, but this is intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. First carry for James Conner. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Charles, you talk about this defense, and they're in for a tough test, playing a team working on a 3-game win streak. But their head coach very confident in his guys' chances when he spoke to the media earlier this week.
I'd call him brimming with confidence, and he should be. Because if that's what he needs to do to fire up his guys, he should do so. And he's telling everybody, we've got a locker room full of guys ready to step up. And he's making sure that he believes it so that he hopes that his players will as well.
From the gun on 3rd down, Murray. Finds the open man. It's Mike Williams. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. A Cardinal first down on a gain of 13. After getting that turnover on the first drive of the game, you'd hate to just stall out the momentum, go 3 and out. They're able to avoid that there.
Yeah, we talk about complementary football all the time, but I think it's a little bit deeper than that. Defense went out, forced a turnover, gave the ball to the offense. It's now the offense's responsibility to pay that off for them, to show respect to them. Hey, you guys got a turnover? We appreciate it. They want to continue their drive.
25 yards to pick up there, and also a first down. Conner. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal. Shotgun now for Murray. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. They'll run with Mostert. And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. Now the Broncos are going to take a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Can this defense hold them out? Here we go now. 4th and goal from the 2. Oh, and now movement and a whistle, and they may have to rethink their plans on 4th down. The offense stays out there. A big challenge here from this far back, but they're going for it on 4th and goal. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And not much on the return there. He'll take it only up to the 9-yard line.
Well, a shaky start for both quarterbacks now. We had the interception on the opening drive, and now they throw it right back to him.
So does that mean we're really kind of starting from the beginning, Brandon, right? Both of them have done it, so we kind of start from scratch. Looks to me like both of these defenses have done their homework, and they're executing quite well.
They'll start on the ground. This is Gordon on 1st down.
And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4.
2nd and 6. To throw on 2nd and 6. Fields dancing to his left. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced a ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 27-yard line.
The handoff goes to Gordon, running left. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
This defense for the Cards, they were excellent last week in the win over the Chargers.
And every defensive team that we talk to, they spend a lot of time talking about creating turnovers. And anytime you get 2 or more in a game, you've had a really good performance. They exceeded that number in a huge way. They got the football back 4 times in the win.
Denver has the 1st down. The play going for 15 yards. Now Gordon on 1st down. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at their 48-yard line.
Here's Fields. Flushed out right. And this is going to be hauled in by the tight end Andrews. A 1st down there on a pickup of 25.
Oh, a lot of credit to the play caller here. He saw the design in his mind and implemented it. A little zone stretcher here because they start the tight end on the left side of the formation and sent him on a crossing route. And this works really well where you can find that space between levels, and they were able to do so for good yardage.
Buying time to his left. This pass caught by Hamler. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards.
1st and goal at the 4-yard line.
Here's Fields. Escaping the pressure. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Justin Fields taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Broncos have taken the early lead. Well, these guys have won 3 straight ball games and another good start to this one out to the 6-0 lead.
And I've talked with so many different coaches, as have you, along the way, and they always talk about winning streaks and the mood of a team and how much easier it is to actually prepare during that time. Guys are sharp, guys are focused, everyone's feeling good, and we're seeing it early in this one.
Extra point from McManus is good, and it's now a 7-0 game.
Broncos 7, Cardinals nothing.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And you combine a big leg with a mile-high air, there's the outcome. This will sail out of the end zone for a touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we've got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you've got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? On 1st and 10, it's Mostert.
And a good pickup there. He gets about 6 up to midfield.
This defense for the Broncos, they played really well in the win over the Raiders a week ago.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
And some room to maneuver. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
You know, I have a pretty good friend, Charles Davis, who tells me that when he sees plays like that, strong runs to the right, reminds him of the 1960s Green Bay Packers.
Boy, those were the days back when the fullback actually carried the ball as well as blocked. Then you had a halfback. You had pulling guards, guys who could get out and run. And you can hear the great coach saying it back then. So we get a seal here and a seal here, and we run this play right in the alley.
From the gun, a run with Mostert.
And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
And now Murray's going to set up to throw. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders. Hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or
better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
A very important 3rd down conversion right there, because when you're trailing and find yourself this deep in enemy territory, the kicker's not even part of your thought process. You got to make it pay off with 6. Nice connection right there to set up 1st and goal.
They'll run here with Connor. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
Touchdown! Todd Gurley. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Cardinals are just an extra point away from tying this game.
Bouncing back nicely from that bad opening drive where he threw the interception. Drive number 2 leads him right down the field and into the end zone.
So obviously his confidence was never lost, and that's a good thing to see. Great quality to have. You absolutely must maintain that as a quarterback. But I have to think that they're probably still on the script that they prepared for this game. Just the 2nd drive. They've worked on these plays all week in practice. Put them to good use on that one.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
And you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in 1st place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number 1 goal? Make the playoffs. Number 2, win your division. Number 3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number 1 seed so you get that 1st round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
I may be an analyst, but I'm also a fan. I love it when people take the big shots downfield, but he was under a lot of duress. And I think that forced the incompletion downfield. Didn't have a real good chance to find his target.
Throwing on 3rd down, Fields. A throw left side, hauled in by Hamler.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. That'll put him at an even 50 receiving yards now in this 1st half. And it's a 1st down.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields
On the move to his left.
they're going right back to Hamler.
And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
Off play action. Fields. Nowhere for Fields to turn, and down he goes. Well, they sent him on the blitz from that linebacker spot, and boy, he got there quickly.
He certainly did, and obviously he could have used a block from his running back, but I think you nailed it right there. The defender got into the backfield so fast, it's hard for anyone to react.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
It'll be a pickup of 10 yards, and it'll be second and very short. From the gun, Murray out to his left. Looking left side, that's caught by Moore. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there.
Murray to Moore, first down, Arizona.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Murray a give, this is Connor.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Well, it wasn't much of a gain, but we're getting near the 2-minute warning, so maybe they just want to get to that point, regroup, and decide what they want to do the rest of the half.
And Hopkins has got it. Touchdown, Arizona.
DeAndre Hopkins, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Cardinals have taken the lead. Prater for the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And 2 interceptions already here in this first half. That's got to affect him a little bit, right? He's got to be thinking about it.
He's got to be thinking about it, but most of the good ones, they find a way to put it aside. They're not happy about it by any stretch of the imagination. They find a way to put it aside and continue to play their game.
Yeah, can he put it aside? Let's find out. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. Denver has a first down on the 15-yard play.
From the 50, here's Fields. Open man Hamler, that's complete.
Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on 2nd down.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag, because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space. It'll be a pickup of 4, good enough to earn him yet another first down.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Play action. It's Fields.
Steps away. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line.
Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And with a 14-7 lead, they might just be happy to take this thing on into the tunnel.
After the turnover, here's Murray. Forced out to his left. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. Now Murray. Eluding the pressure right.
That swung out to Mostert.
First down and a little extra for Mostert. And down right around the 37. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. From the gun, a give to Connor. Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. From the 35 on 2nd down, Murray. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. So 3rd down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. Steps away to his left. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge, and that's good enough for a first down. And they'll get 14 yards out of it and a fresh set of downs. Murray now on 1st down. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
2nd and 10.
Throwing now is Murray. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Williams. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. And Prater's kick is on the money. It's good. So we have reached halftime with the visiting Cardinals out in front. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Cards with a lead, and they will get this football first as the second half gets started. Out of his end zone comes Andy Isabella. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense.
And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see 1 or 2 guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. On the handoff, Connor. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Murray's throw pulled in by Hopkins.
And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A very solid gain of 27.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, sometimes it's hard to take your eyes off this guy at the linebacker position. He can really cover some ground, and he did there to make that play.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Murray now to throw. He'll buy some time right. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a first down. Here's a handoff to Connor. And he's not even able to get back to the line of scrimmage. Now there's also a flag down. And it's in the area of holding. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Murray now. Oh, he bowls over him. Oh, Williams loses the football. It's picked up by the Broncos. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line.
Well, you had an offense working with a comfortable 2-score lead here in the third quarter and certainly doesn't feel as comfortable now following the turnover.
Yeah, you're right about that.
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona.
James Conner
with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Cards use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Extra point good by Prater. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. And after the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, oh, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. Throwing again on 2nd down. Fields. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there.
Vic Fangio's thought about it, and he'll indeed throw the red flag. And we'll get a moment here as they look this one over.
Yeah, remember now, the call on the field is what they'll stick with unless they have clear video evidence to the contrary. And I give these officials a lot of credit. Such a tough and demanding job. You and I both know that. Yeah, they make the right call way more often than they get it wrong.
Now he's forced out right. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. Well, instead of 4th down after the incompletion, it'll be 1st down, roughing the passer.
Coaches love their defenses to be aggressive, but they want them to be smart as well. Have to leave the quarterback alone at a certain point.
On play action, Fields.
And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now second down.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
42 yards rushing for him now to this point. A play fake, now Fields to throw. Nowhere for Fields to turn, and down he goes.
Sheldon Richardson able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Looks like another empty possession here, partner, and I don't think with 3 scores down in the third quarter, they can truly afford any more the rest of the way.
No, especially the way their offense is sputtering. I think you're exactly right. They got to find some answers quickly.
Hey, 25 the mic. We're going 25 the mic. Cut.
On fourth down, Fields.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception.
Isaiah Simmons picking it off.
CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
They'll run the draw with Mostert.
A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
They'll fake it to Connor. Now Murray.
Being chased out left. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not.
They tried to go with a little play action there, but nobody on the defensive side bit.
Yeah, they adjusted in time and in a big way and ultimately got the sack. On offense, sometimes you're running play action just to set up a certain blocking technique. In this case, none of it worked.
And a good tackle there right around the 30. Stops him short of the 1st down. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. They're going for it. Hits Murray. And this is caught. He hits more. And he is going to get the 1st down as he covers up after a pretty good shot there. They're able to keep the drive alive. 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. On 1st and 10 is Connor. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Again, a run with Connor. And he'll be out of bounds. That good for 19 and a 1st down. He's turning in a pretty impressive performance running the football, and a big reason why they have this nice lead.
And in days gone by, we would clip this out and put it up on the refrigerator, wouldn't we? Clip out the box score. Nowadays, not too many newspapers out there. Maybe you screenshot it online.
The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. They'll try to run it. This is Connor. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down. To throw, it's Murray.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Michael O.J. Mudia.
He's at the 50, the 30, 10, and he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. This game's still fairly well in hand, but I think now you go conservative, don't you? Go into your shell and just run the football?
I think you have to, but you also have to tell your backs, make sure you're really protecting the football because you're going to run into a stacked defensive front, which is why they were throwing the football before, trying to make sure they just get their backs, really beat up in that situation. Now, good luck to them.
And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try. So good field position for the Cardinals as they come up 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49. Here's Connor. And he is going to lose yardage here. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
On 2nd and 11 now. Murray, he's going to dump it off to Gurley. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. 12 yards to pick up. Good enough for an Arizona first.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
Flush to his right. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds the defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback. I've got to throw it.
Touchdown, Cardinals. DeAndre Hopkins with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year.
And the Cardinals are about to make it 4 straight as they add to this 4th quarter advantage.
Now Prater to add the PAT. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17.
Broncos 14.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go.
That 5-game win streak is ticking away here in the 4th quarter. Just haven't been as sharp in this one.
And this is going to be hauled in by the tight end Andrews. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
Now Fields.
Throw right side is complete to Andrews, his tight end. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40.
18 more yards there and another 1st down.
So the ball moves from their own 41 to the other 41 here for 1st and 10.
From the gun, here's Fields.
Dancing to his left. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. First down, 18-yard gain. Now it's Fields. Flushed out right. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked by Kenneth Murray. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. Up at the 29 now, they'll head to the line. Second and a yard. They'll run here with Connor. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line.
Second and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I'll bet the offensive lineman said, "Are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down." They love being physical.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Here's Murray. Buying time to his left. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
I like his thought process and his ability to move and get downfield. But what I didn't like was the final decision, to go out of bounds. They want to keep the clock moving. Instead, they give the defense an extra timeout.
Murray flips this forward on a jet sweep, and he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
Now Murray off play action. Escaping the pressure right. Again, he finds more.
And he is going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 42-yard line. Out of the shotgun, they'll run with Connor. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win.
Meanwhile, Murray's throw going into the hands of Williams.
And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. That was the 8th play of the drive, so a somewhat fitting pickup of 8 yards. Murray's going to look to throw this thing. Eluding the pressure right. The hook up on the right side to Hopkins.
And the Cardinals are going to have 1st and goal coming up as he's out of bounds right around the 5-yard line.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football.
Here's Mostert.
And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal. Play action. Now it's Murray. Flush to his right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Barreling in for the sack, Shelby Harris.
Second goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. Had to eat it and ended up on the ground.
Murray now, 3rd and goal. Sliding out of the pocket. And that one's complete to Gurley. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. They do get 8 out of the pitch and catch. However, it's 4th down. And they're going to fake it. He wants to throw it here. This is caught. Touchdown. From 8 yards out. And the Cardinals now adding on to their lead.
Is it okay if I break one of our rules, partner, which is to never call a game over until it's over? Because this certainly feels like it's over after that drive.
Yeah, that was spirit-crushing, wasn't it? And now you just kind of felt the air go out of the balloon.
Yeah, they were fighting so hard to stay in there, and they knew they had to stop them on that drive. But when they were unable to, I think you're exactly right. You could see them sag on their sideline, and I think this one might just be over.
Prater for the extra point, and the lead is now 24. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick.
This fielded right at the goal line. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to. And that's caught inside the 35. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A gain of 37. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. A costly penalty there. A lineman got downfield, and for the moment, that cost him 6 points.
Play action. It's Fields.
And incomplete on the deep ball.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what.
And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look.